Hey y'all, grand. Good evening. Okay, come rise with Jay. Today's live, I did not feel like doing it. Very not gonna say I'm feeling kind of like my channel is not. All of my channels are not going in the direction that I want them to go. But it starts with me and ends with me. So I'm glad that I know that piece of information. Okay, BGE. Let's talk about BGE. So I'm on the phone with my son. Well, my son calls me and says, "Sir, did you pay the bill?" I'm like, yeah, I paid on the bill. He said, "Oh yeah, because the BGE's cut off." I said, "What?" It's February. So I had been paying on the bill, but I did not pay the bill in full, right? So now all this information is definitely something that I wouldn't mind showing you guys. I mean, I'm not going to show y'all my address, but I will show you guys if you want to see this information, because you can't make this stuff up, what I'm about to tell y'all. I can't make it up at all. Like, there's no making this type of stuff up, but I'm about to say, right? So he says, yeah, he said, but it might be everybody, because I heard the people next door discussing something like lights being shut off, so it's probably everyone. So I'm like, okay, bet. So I calls BGE, and the first time I get, yeah, your electric is expected to be on at such and such a time. So I was like, oh, bet, then that's everybody. But my son calls back and says, oh yeah, I checked out the account and it says that you have to pay such and such and such to get it come back on. I said, what? I said, OMG. BGE is trying it. I did pay on them. I'll be giving them $100 a week toward the bill, right? But I guess that wasn't enough, because I did owe them $600, right? So they on the warm day they shut me down, right? Now listen, that's the only bill that I had that I owed anything on, right? God is good. So I went on ahead and I called BGE to see, what's what. I called them back. So while I'm on the phone, I get a phone call from this lady in the program that I used to be in. She calls me when I'm on the phone and she said, hey, I sent you a text. Is all your bills paid? Did you pay your rent? Did you pay your BGE? Because she checks on me every now and then. I'm not making this up. I will show you guys the text. She said, yeah, I'm calling because I sent you a text earlier, and I just wanted to know, is your rent paid? Is your BGE bill paid? Do you need any assistance? I'm like, heck yeah, I need some assistance. Yes, on it. So look, that BGE was back on within, I would say, 3 hours. That BGE was back on. She said, okay, back. She was like, when I said, heck yeah, I need some assistance, I said, you ain't gonna believe this. I said, they just shut it off. She was like, girl. And I was a little bit embarrassed, because she was proud of me, because she said, dang, you one of them ones that was in this program. You one of them ones, you doing what you supposed to do. Bop, 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 right? So, honey, I was like, yeah, I need that help. She sent the help through. No problem. She said, all right, girl, have a good day. Take care of yourself. Take care of them boys, right? So, I said all that to say, I can't make this stuff up. Was that a miracle or was that magic? We got to break this stuff down. We got to look at how the Bible says, dang, I forgot what I say. But you got to break down miracle and magic. Words and sounds, guys. Miracle, the mirror. Mirror or the illusion. Now, the magic, because we live backwards. Magic is within, manifested out. Miracles is an illusion from something outside of you. So you were taught when you grew up that the miracle was good and the magic was bad. We live backwards. The magic is when you understand that there is something inside of you, a force that loves you and is going to do your bidding. That's going to, and this is God. This is what we call God. This is what we're all saying the same thing. It's just semantics. We're all playing this game of semantics. We're saying, listen, you got to tell me, what am I not saying in all of my live streams that any preacher is saying? And please, look, if you can show me something that I said that you can't find any preacher saying, please, we can have a discussion about it and we will break it down together, honey. Because what I'm telling you is biblical, is factual, is something that I'm experiencing on the more intense, on the daily basis. Listen, when you cultivate your relationship between you and God, you shall not want. Your needs are going to be met, bam, on the spot, right there. It's like when the worlds collide, honey. It's like problem, solution, bam, together every time. Problem, solution, problem, solution, problem, solution, problem, solution. There's not going to be no time in between that. You might get 1 second for your stomach to drop and be like, oh, Lord, what's going on here? Listen, the more you cultivate your relationship with God, the less time in between the problem and solution, because time ain't going to exist then. Your problems and solutions going to be bam, together. Okay. So, this being said, I feel as though there's a lot of work for me to do. However, the platforms that I'm doing it on, I feel like I don't know if I have attracted the people that gets it, because when you're talking something that you're passionate about, and all of the comments say, hi Janice, how you doing, you look nice, blah blah blah, blah blah blah, it makes me want to cry. Because it's like me pouring my heart out to my family. And then I'm saying, did you go to the market today? You know? And I don't know if this is a test for me to just, because like I said in all of my shit, I'm talking to me. So maybe my job is to go ahead and push through these comments. I'm talking about YouTube. Push through these hygienist comments and don't sit there and bawl and cry my eyes out, because I feel like the world is just sleeping no one is hearing this information to be able. But I gotta say, that's vanity. Because when I look around and look into my surroundings, I see things getting better. I see even the people's lives that do make these comments is getting way better. Oh, trust me, I see everything. Don't think I don't see everything. So I see these people's lives getting better. I see them doing better. I see them living. So yeah, you know what? I'm tripping. Guess what? I can have a moment too. I'm tripping. Because when I say that I want these comments to be on topic, what part? I don't want to hear, hi Janice, you look nice, I mean, okay, I give y'all 2. You get 2 of those. But after that, just hearing what you got out of the talks that we have together is amazing. You know, if this information doesn't resonate with you, then don't tune in to be nosy. Don't tune in to see this and that, even though I am interesting because I be telling the truth, honey. Who else gonna get on here and tell you BGE got cut off? Off, honey. It was back on in 3 hours, but yes, my shit got cut off for lack of paying. Yeah, BGE, and guess what you guys else had the nerve to do, honey? Guess what they had the nerve to do to me? They will sit there and put this note. Where the fuck is that note? I don't know. I cleaned up today. Look, they had the nerve to put a note on the door saying, "You's a deadbeat. You owe us money, honey." And so your shit is off. So, okay, thank you, BGE. You gonna turn my BGE off and humiliate me? You're awesome. Way to go, guys. Way to go. I'm like, it's not bad enough y'all turned my shit off, but then you gonna go ahead and tell the whole neighborhood I'm a deadbeat? Yo, it's so amazing. This is the funniest shit ever and this is the most amazing life ever. Because guess what I was thinking about in that moment? Oh my God, I just went to the market yesterday. My food. I'm thinking about food, honey. Look, they turned the BGE off. I'm thinking about my goddamn food. I mean, that should just, listen. So look. So they turned my shit off, right? Hello? Oh, that must be upstairs. Okay, so they turned the BGE off, and I'm thinking about the food. Like, oh, hell no. I got food in there. What the fuck? So, it's very hilarious. You know, the more you cultivate that relationship between you and God, honey, the less anything is going to affect him. The less shit outside of you, what's going in your internal, is going to have an effect on you. And you're going to be like, oh, you're going to be worried about shit that people think you shouldn't be worried about. And the shit that people care about and worry about in the daily life, in the span of, and what we're doing, you know, as a people, as a whole, as a nation, you're going to be like, what's that? Who's that? I never heard of that person. And that's, look, that's not a good thing. That's not a bad thing. It just is what it is. When you start to rise in consciousness, it's a double-edged sword. It's a lonely ass deal. It's a very lonely place. Hi, Major. And you're going to feel like nobody gets you. You know what I'm saying? And if people really going to look at you like, what are you doing? What are you talking about? So it's going to get lonely. You're not going to just, you're not just going to find friends like that. You're going to have to let go and let God. God is going to definitely, absolutely have to bring people into your space, because the conversations, most 99.999% of the conversations that people have on this planet are not going to stimulate you. When you come into consciousness, you're going to be like, who's that? What's that? Who's the president? Who is the president? Who's the city council people? Look, I don't know who is the city council, but guess what I do know? I do know that gas and electric got paid 3 hours. I know that my credit score is amazing. I never dreamed of this. Now, that may affect my credit score, but I could get that cleaned off right then and there. Look, I'm doing the research. I'm doing the work, the internal work, and it's coming, and it's being projected out externally. Look, I have $120 saved. I've never saved a dime in my freaking life. $120 saved, okay? I don't owe no man nothing, okay? Hi, Major, of course. Of course, Major. So, yes, it's very, even though that happened, it was an amazing ride for me, because I only got 1 second for my stomach to drop and be like, oh Lord, what am I do? But I wasn't like, oh Lord, what am I do about the bill, because I already knew that was handled. I already knew that even before my girlfriend. Well, she's not my girlfriend. Well, she is. She was a lady in the program that I consider my girlfriend, because she checks up on me. I'm not in her program no more, but she checks up on me. And she checked up on me the minute that thing got shut off. Listen, I can't make this up. This is the stuff I'm concerned about. It's how to keep this amazing relationship with God to where all of my needs are met. The time and space in between the problem and the solution is getting shorter and shorter and shorter and shorter. This is what you call a raise in consciousness. So this is a spiritual raise, and it comes manifested out in every area of your life. But I'm talking wizardry right now. But I'm talking pseudo right now. But I'm talking ooga booga booga right now. Right. All right, Major. So yes, it's like I don't know. It's like the more you ever be in life, like nobody gets it. Nobody's talking to me about the stars. Nobody's talking to me about nature. Nobody's talking about God. Everybody's talking about stuff that I really don't care about. And then God just told me, don't miss the mark. God just said that to me. Don't miss the mark. Who is the mark? I already know, because this is me and God's talk all the time. I'm the mark. God said, don't miss the mark. You are the mark in your life. You are who you need to worry about in your life. Listen, there's a whole tribe of people out there that's going to think exactly like you, that's going to want things that you want, that's going to be on your frequency, right? But going to have the same amazing vibes that you have. But you just got to keep on cultivating that relationship with the God within you, right? But I digress. I'm getting ready to go on a YouTube. On the YouTube. Yeah, so when that BGE got turned off, yeah, that's what I was worrying about. My freaking food. I'm like, I got meats in there I just bought. How gorgeous. How Pookie. That Nikki in the house, pretty Nikki, is what they call you. Is what I call you. So gorgeous. Hi, Nick Nick. Girl, the little BGE tried it, honey. They shut me down. BGE shut me down, honey. It was so hilarious, honey. It was hilarious. It was funny because, hey, sweetie. Yeah, they shut my BGE off because I was crumbing them. I was giving them crumbs, like $100 a week. I figured I had a little bit of time to give them the full $600 that I owe them. Well, I guess they got tired of waiting. I guess they got tired of the little crumbs I was giving. So the first hot day, they said, oh yeah, we're going to shut you down. We're going to take you on down through there, honey. So yes, they did it. And then I'm on the phone with my son. Or was I on the phone with BGE or my son, right? And then my counselor from this program I used to be in called me and said, hey, I'm just checking up on you. I sent you a text the other day. Is your rent paid? Is your gas and electric paid? She said, you need any assistance? I said, heck yeah, girl. Look, it was in that moment. It was in that moment. Look, this is what happens to me on the daily basis. My problems and my solutions are like intertwined. Like the solution, I don't even have 2 minutes to sit on no problem because the solution is always right there. Always ready, willing, and able. Listen. I can't make this stuff up. I got to show y'all the text. I got to show y'all the text that she sent me, and then the phone call right when I was on the phone with BGE. Out the blue. Right, Nikki? It's like my problems and my solutions. Come on now. Yes, Nikki. God is good. God is. And this is why I'm so obsessed with God. Like it's like I'm jealous over God. Like this. It's like when somebody tries to come into my space, I'm jealous because I'm like, it's me and God. Leave us alone. You know what I'm saying? Like a guy, just say like if a guy try to get at me or something, I'd be like, don't you see God sitting right here? Me and God jealous. We don't want nobody else. This is my whole attitude. This is just the way I think. It's like God has been so good to me. It's like an obsession. I'm so obsessed with God. It is crazy. It's because God is the only thing, the only oomph on this planet that fulfills each and every need that I've ever had in such a quick, fast manner, in such a speedy manner, in such a loving and caring manner. And it's like anything that tries to come in, even everything that, like anybody that wants to spend time with me, if you're not my family or my friend, my close friends, then I'm like, don't you see God right here? I'm busy right now. It's weird. It's so weird. I mean, I be talking to God like God, okay, so at some point we're going to have to start socializing, right? I like, now you put me on this planet with all these amazing people. Now, I would like to start socializing at some point, or start wanting to socialize at some point. I mean, it's like God is my boyfriend, right? I feel like God is my, excuse me. I feel like God is my boyfriend. Is that something on my nose? No, it's not. No, it's not. I feel like God is my boyfriend, right? And we is in a like healthy, I ain't gonna say obsessive, but very healthy, beautiful relationship. And it's like we don't forget about everybody else. We don't mean no. Oh my gosh. No, but this is how we laugh together and everything. I mean, think about it. I know, right, sissy? It's the Bible talks about the spiritual realm all the time. This is all the preachers are teaching about, is there is a realm that you don't see. Once you really get tapped into this realm, you're gonna appear like you is weird, because you're gonna see stuff around you, inside of you, being projected out from the God within. You're gonna see everything around you that most people don't see, and you're gonna be laughing when nobody thinks shit's funny. You're going to be, because most of the time you're going to be happy as a goddamn pig and slap, or a sissy in Boys Town. You're going to be very happy all the time. And it's going to be weird to people. It's like, why is she just in the market, just busting out laughing for no reason? That's because God just sat there and threw some shade at somebody, or threw shade at me, or told me a joke. Like, it's not, if you think that 99% of the preachers on the planet don't have a relationship with God, like what I'm talking about, then what in the world are we going to church for if we can't talk to God like God is our ace boon coon, right? So this is what cultivating a relationship with God is like to me. It's like not a game. It's like, for it, I can't really explain it, because it's something that you can't name. I can't put a name on God. I mean, I do nickname him sometimes, right? But for real, to call out a name would be beneath that force that that I rely on, that relies on me, that I rely on, that sends lightning speed. You know how lightning fast when you transfer your funds, and how your funds be lightning fast. Look, God is quicker than that. Listen, like I said, I cannot make this stuff up. The time in between my problems and the solution to my problems is getting shorter and shorter and shorter. You know what I'm saying? Pookie! That's my friend. Hi, friend. That's yummy. So yes, the time in between my problems and my solution is getting shorter and shorter and shorter. Could it be my perception of what a problem is? Could it be I'm so blissfully happy when these things pop through because I already know that, oh yeah, God, go ahead, you handle that. Yeah, you go ahead and get that. That's you right there. This is how, look, this is why I can't have friends. Because I want to, when I'm out, that there's one person that totally gets me, that will totally bust out laughing with me and God. And we all, her God, my God, and us, we be just, and that's my daughter. That's my daughter, just like me. I mean, she is tapped in on such a level. OMG. Woo! This girl tapped in there, honey. When we get together and we start talking, the build is monumental. The build blows both of our minds. We're like, what the heck are we coming up with? Like, two women of God are extremely powerful. But just think about, if two women of God are extremely powerful, think about 3 and 4 and 5 and 6, all the way up. How powerful that would be. Everybody serving their own God. It's tapped into the God within them. This is what we have come here to do. Right? Because anything else is idolatry. The doll. The doll. Meaning, you know, when somebody has like a voodoo doll, and you put a pin in the doll, that's doll. That's the doll, the identity doll. That doll tells the identity. But the real person is not the doll, the idol. Right? It's inside. This is the puppet. This is the puppet. The master is inside. The puppet master is inside. This is just the puppet, honey. You got to tap into that master. Right? You got to master that puppet. Okay? And that's what life is about. Yeah, well, I'm going to YouTube and talk for a couple of minutes because I am very, very... Look, I was doing housework all freaking day. Look, it's really nothing really to do in here. Well, it's a lot to do as far as wiping down walls and stuff and getting the baseboards and cleaning, you know, like that. And vacuuming and stuff like that. Laundry, kitchen, bedroom, wash sheets, bedding, what else? everything. I washed everything that could be washed. Right. And that took me from this morning. I'm just getting finished. Everything. So, yeah. I've been wanting to come up here, but I said no. Because I'm not going to be stopping in the middle. Y'all want to watch a movie? We can watch a movie together if you guys like. I'm going over to YouTube and I'm going to talk for a couple of minutes about this BGE deal. And then I may watch a movie with you all. If you all have a movie in mind, you can put it in the YouTube comments. If you guys come over to Universe on YouTube, YOUDAVERSE, the Y, the D, and the V is capitalized, all one word on YouTube. Okay. It's a different world. It's an amazing world. It's very different though. It's like a process. Everything needs to be processed and broken down to be able to be taken into small bites. You can't give people steak. You can't give a baby steak, right? You can't give a baby steak. Because the baby gonna look at you like, what's that? I'm joking. A lot of you guys are gonna take this literally and say, babies can't talk? Why you say that for? I'm sorry, but a lot of y'all take shit so literal. Like, I be joking like 99% of the time, and y'all be like, huh? Just like if somebody say, oh yeah, god dang, I had foot surgery, I'd be like, oh, I'm sorry. They'll be like, no, you ain't do it. I'd be like, I didn't. Okay, guys, so a lot of time when I say something, I'm not being literal a lot of the time. If I'm being literal, I'll let you know. But if I say something, a lot of times I'm just generalizing, or, you know what I'm saying, just identifying. So, there you go. I'll talk to you guys later. Where the fuck are you all? Love you. Wholeness, guys.